From the moment I stepped in the issue of vaccine injury, I have been attacked and censored. When I left my job as an Emmy-winning producer on the CBS talk show The Doctors to produce the documentary Vaxxed, we were disparaged and called horrible names by mainstream news agencies and medical institutions, which led to our film being unceremoniously kicked out of the Tribeca Film Festival. Now, of course, all the censorship and rage against Vaxxed only fueled people's curiosity, which turned it into an international sensation that is often credited with igniting the medical freedom movement around the world. Then, during COVID, when this very show, The Highwire, was one of the first to investigate the lab origin theory, the first to report that the mRNA vaccines would not stop transmission, the first to report that the studies around the world revealed surgical masks and homemade bandanas could not stop a particle the size of coronavirus, and the first to report that social distancing was an arbitrary construct that had no basis in science, we were attacked mercilessly by the press and censored by virtually every social media platform, including Facebook, Twitter, and Google, that took our channels away. Still, none of the pressure and attacks could quiet us from reporting that the lockdowns were unconstitutional and that the unprecedented measures would cause more harm than the disease itself. Once again, all of the controversy, coupled with unprecedented accuracy of our reporting throughout COVID, fueled the growth of The Highwire from hundreds of thousands of weekly viewers to millions across the world. And I say all this because today, in The Highwire's commitment to truth and transparency, I report to you that once again there's an attempt to silence us. This time concerning our new film, An Inconvenient Study. This time it comes in the form of a cease and desist letter that we received this week from the lawyers representing Henry Ford Health System. In the letter, they accuse me, Del Bigtree, and our nonprofit, the Informed Consent Action Network, of defamation. Here are a couple of excerpts from this letter. It has come to our attention that you plan to publish, promote, and distribute a documentary film entitled An Inconvenient Study, which asserts that a draft research study was not published because of the results, rather than the fact that it did not meet the rigorous scientific standards, let alone the standards required for publication, due to flaws in its data and methodology. This film and your associated promotional material contain false, misleading, and defamatory statements about HFH that violate Michigan and federal law. By publishing such statements, you are liable for damage and reputational harm inflicted upon HFH. The truth is that the draft study did not proceed past initial co-author and internal independent peer reviews and was never submitted due to significant and serious flaws in its data and methodology. In sum, this draft was not published because it did not come close to meeting the rigorous scientific standards HFH and its researchers demand, not because of the results. By publishing these false and defamatory statements, you are liable for all compensatory and exemplary damages your publications have caused to HFH, including for loss of reputation and business, as well as for potential punitive damages. Well, essentially their accusation is that the purpose of our film is to hurt the reputation of Henry Ford. So let me make this perfectly clear. Our intent is to inform the public about an unpublished study which we believe sheds important light on the potential risks that are associated with the U.S. childhood vaccine program. This unpublished study was performed by the very capable team at Henry Ford, comparing unvaccinated children to children who have received one or more vaccines. This unpublished study is not the only one of its kind, but rather it's amongst at least 7 other vaccinated versus unvaccinated studies that all had similar findings. What sets this study apart is the size of the study, with over 18,000 children, and the fact that it is conducted by credentialed scientists at a prestigious medical institution. Ironically, while Dr. Zervos indicated he followed the CDC's recommendations on conducting a vaccinated versus unvaccinated study, Henry Ford insists it did not meet the rigorous scientific standards, let alone standards required for publication due to flaws in its data and methodology. It is my strongly held opinion that had the results of this study been reversed, and instead of the vaccinated, it was unvaccinated who were revealed to have 2.5 times the rate of chronic disease, 6 times the rate of neurological disorders, 4 times the rate of asthma, and all of the other shocking health outcomes, this study would not have been shelved or questioned, but instead would have been rushed to print and touted as the most important paper of its kind, and be the definitive study that proved to the world that vaccines make children healthier. But again, that is just my opinion. An opinion that is not only based on this study and the conduct at Ford, it is based on the merciless attacks that I have witnessed upon great scientists, doctors, and institutions that have dared to publish a study or paper that even questions the orthodox beliefs at the heart of the vaccine program. My opinion is also based on nearly 1,000 interviews that I have produced and conducted of parents who witnessed the destruction of their children's health directly after vaccination. My opinion is also based on the vast body of information that has been acquired through lawsuits that my nonprofit has won against our government health agencies and institutions. But perhaps most importantly, the opinions that are shared in this film, An Inconvenient Study, are also based on the statements that the head of infectious disease at Henry Ford made directly to me about this study, which is why it is important we present never before seen hidden camera footage in the new trailer for our film. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, and anyone who may be watching at Henry Ford Health, I present to you the premiere of our new trailer for An Inconvenient Study.
We are now the sickest country in the world.
It is now believed that over 54% of our kids have a permanent chronic disease. Shouldn't we look closest at the one product designed to alter our immune system for life? There'd be one easy study to rule it out, the vaccinated versus unvaccinated study.
As fate would have it, Dell met Marcus Servos.
He agreed to do a vaxxed versus unvaxxed study.
Kids that are vaccinated, it doesn't look so good.
4.47 times the amount.
5.5 times risk.
6 times increase.
Amongst the unvaccinated group, there were 0.
Like, if this is true, this is devastating.
And it needs to be published.
This is information the public should have had in 2020, and I forced the issue.
Did you see how Ford responded?
They said this report was not published because it did not meet the rigorous scientific standards we demand as a premier medical research institution.
They have forced our hand. We're gonna have to show them the footage.
I'm going to bring hidden cameras and recording equipment so that no matter what happens at this dinner, I can prove it happened.
You're doing well. Good to see you.
What do you think about the study you guys have done?
Well, I think it's a good study, but it does have limitations.
Do you find any flaws in the study? I mean, is there a way they could do the study better?
Not that I put it out just how it is.
I don't want to say it's not the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do, but I just don't want to.
Somebody's going to come back and they're going to say, the study is flawed.
The unpublished Henry Ford analysis is fundamentally flawed.
How about looking at this as important scientific information that can inform how the proper study should be done? Won't be taken like that. And then I can say, because there's a political agenda to it.
Is what your study shows, is it important?
Yeah, it is important. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
If I can't get the study out, then what hope is there for every kid in the future? I said to you, if you do this study, you're going to come under fire. You said, I don't care about that. I'm all about the data, and I'm about to retire anyway. That's literally what you said.
Yeah.
So your energy has definitely changed on that. But
energy's changing. Publishing something like that, might as well retire. I'd be finished.
This is an inconvenient study for the entire vaccine agenda. Well, I'm excited to announce that An Inconvenient Study is now an official selection at the Malibu Film Festival. It's going to screen on October 12th. So we've decided, because of this incredible opportunity, we're going to move the release date from October 3rd, just down the road, to October 12th. This also gives me a few extra days to do this. Dr. Marcus Servos, or anyone at Henry Ford, I'd like to offer you the opportunity to be interviewed and be a part of this film to share your perspective. It's going to have to happen by early next week, so a timely response would be greatly appreciated. All right, and for anyone else that's out there right now, and if you're interested in seeing this historic screening at the Malibu Film Festival, please sign up for more information at aninconvenientstudy.com.